Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Marisa Official. I hope you're okay. I hope you're doing fine. I hope the good Lord has kept you. If you're a returning viewer, Karib Sana, you're welcome, and if you're an old one, thank you for coming back. Okay, this is Marisa Official, a channel where I talk about my life in the Gulf area, specifically the UAE, how my life has been for the last 5 to 6 years that I've been living and working in the UAE. Okay, so today I come with yet another video, and this one I'm going to talk about the culture shocks, or what to expect before you consider moving into the UAE, whether to work or to live here for a long period of time. What are some of those things that you have to put into consideration before you make that choice? So if you're interested in such, comment please. Karib Sa. So number one of the very important questions that I get asked by people back at home, Africa, Uganda to be specific, is about religion, is about church. I'm Martha, hence the name Marisa, because Marisa, then it's an African way of saying Martha. And yes, I'm a Christian, but I've been residing here for some 5 to 6 years now. So what about the issue of church? Is there a street preaching like we do in Africa? Can I just go and share my love for Christ out on the streets? The simple answer is no. A humble, simple no. And they mean no harm in that. But remember, guys, we have to respect the religion that we have found in the country. Remember, it's us coming to them. It's a Muslim country. They uphold the Sharia law they uphold the Muslim law, let me say like that. So prayers are on Friday. They do Juma is Friday. Friday is when they set apart time. So in the last years, Friday was a holiday. They would end work on Thursday and resume on Sunday. But early this year, starting from the 1st of January, they changed to kind of follow the international calendar. So Friday is no longer a national holiday. However, they do work half time. They still save time for prayers. Okay, and now that was good news for us Christians, because that meant that Sunday is now free for us. Okay, but in the earlier years, Sunday we were supposed to be at work. However, that being said, they do allow prayers in the confined space. So if there is a church, that's where you pray. No noise, guys. I know as Pentecostals, PGA churches, we like it loud. We have to chase the devil back to where he belongs, the hell. But yes, there are churches in confined spaces, so the government will give a license for a church to be in a specific place. Not like us, you wake up and you feel the Lord's anointing on your life and you create a church. No. There is a specific license that is given for a particular church to be in a place. There are prayer times, yes, and a specific noise. So you will find that many of the churches have soundproof inside. So even if you're walking outside the church, you will not know what's really happening inside, because it's a Muslim country. The only thing you can hear around about are the mosques when there is time for prayer. Those you will hear. They do not have soundproof. But for churches, you are required to have a soundproof so that you do not then disrupt the whole flow of things in the country. Because let's face it, it's a Muslim country. Some countries will not even allow you to have churches, but they've let us have them. And they have all kinds of churches: Catholic, PGA, Pentecostal. And there is no street preaching. You preach, have God in your life, have God in your heart, but there is no street preaching. You cannot just find someone on the street holding the Bible, calling people to come to Jesus. No, that's not allowed. Okay, so that's one thing you shouldn't see. Another thing that was kind of a shock to me was the weather. People, mwebantu, yabantu, whichever way you say it, you people. This heat, the first day that I came, I was literally peeling. You know the face masks that us ladies use to put on our skin, and you peel it off? That's how my skin was from head to toe, because I just couldn't anymore. So your number one friend in this heat: hydration, Vaseline. Sister, put that Vaseline from here to toe, even under your toe, the torso. code, right? Vaseline hydration. Weather is hot. When it's hot, it's double hot. When it's considered winter, what they really consider as winter is what we could call maybe African summer. Because there is a little bit of rain here and there, and the weather, the air is kind of chilly, but we do not have freezing temperatures in the UAE. That we thank God for. Another thing is food. Okay, but of late, no, food was not such a big issue because there is so many Africans that are beginning to sell African food here. So if you have your cash, your money, you can still eat African food, though it comes at a price. It's a bit pricey. It's a bit what? Expensive. Okay, but you can still eat it. Matoke, African posho, African porridge, G-nuts. There are people that are supplying them, so that would not come as a big shock to you. Okay. However, another thing that you must remember here, we don't the law. Here everything is guided by the law, and the law is followed. The system works, you people. There is no those things of corruption here, especially in government agencies. Okay, you as fellow Africans, you can do corruption in the back there. Give me this, I get for you this. Give me that, I get. But if you are to go to the government entities, if the website says 300 is 300, if it's 400 it's 400, if it's 100 it's 100, nothing. So that came to me as a relief, because you know, you go with expectations and you know they will not, you know, give you surprises in terms of corruption and kidogo and all those sorts. Okay, so that was a relief to me. Another thing that you should expect here is perfect security, you people. I'm a lady. Sometimes I drive up to 2 o'clock at night alone in the car with my mirrors down, and I'm not even scared of anything happening to me. Okay, and sometimes I'll forget to lock this car. Just the other day, the day before yesterday, I went inside and I forgot to, I thought I locked, but I went into the store and one of the behind doors was not locked. I was in the store for, let's say, 2-3 hours, and the car was still okay, and I had all kinds of variables in the car. And that's a normal thing here. Here, leaving your car unlocked and finding it intact, keeping your door unlocked and finding it intact. At home, sometimes we sleep with the door open, and that's very okay. You do not even have the slightest fear of someone breaking in and taking everything. You people, security here is number one, is at best. UAE security, I just envy the people who have been brought up in this country and will probably stay in this country forever, because as a lady, as a woman, having that sense of security just gives me empowerment to know that I can do anything wherever I want, however I want. Okay, and of course my last point, which is the most asked one also, dress code. So how are we supposed to dress? Are we supposed to dress abaya? Are we supposed to dress kandora? Are we supposed to dress all those kinds of long things, heavy things, even in the wind, even in this summer? It's kind of a yes and a no, and let me explain. As Muslims, they're expected to dress like that because it's their culture. It's like you, an African, dressing up your traditional way in your country. It's expected when you want it. Okay. However, for us foreigners, all they ask for us is to be modest. Now, this is the UAE. UAE has Dubai. In Dubai, people dress almost anyhow they like. They can dress sleeve shorts, they can dress shorts. You can find them on the street in shorts, in bikini, in very, very skimpy things. However, when you're going to a government office, driving offices like driving schools, Emirates ID, anything official, you're expected to dress modest, like the same way I'm dressing now. So if anything else fails, if you're a lady, dress in jeans and t-shirt. If anything else fails, dress in jeans and t-shirt. Don't show up in a see-through. They will stop you right there and tell you to go back. You're going to the hospital. Dress modest, yeah, man. Too. What's up with all this body showing? I mean, you have a nice body, we get it. Try to respect their culture. So if anything else fails, dress in jeans and t-shirt. They have no problem with that. Okay? Don't come with your sleeves and everything else is showing. They will not attend to you in a government office. Dress modesty and calm. Okay, so those are some of the things I can think of at the top of my mind that really make UAE the best experience for me, coming from a third world country. And I'll wait to hear from your comments section below. Please do comment. What are some of, if you're living in the UAE or in Qatar, tell us what's in Qatar. How is it like there? Is it the same as it is here? If you're living in Saudi Arabia, is it tougher than it is here? Because let's face it, UAE is kind of like a melting point of the Gulf. There is all kinds of people, but it depends on how you handle their culture that makes your life easy or difficult. If you follow the rules, you will not have a problem. Okay, so guys, until next time, please consider liking and commenting. And if you're not subscribed, I see you. Remember, the Lord is watching you. subscribe so that we can hit 300 followers by the end of the week. And I hope to see you next time. Be blessed. Bye bye. Love you all. Love you. Stay safe. Corona is coming back. Be safe. Take care of your health and pray. Bye.